Now this is sum of term of an arithmetic progression. So how do you add up a sequence of number? Now before I give you the formula, let me show you something. Let's assume you are given sequence of number 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm just using this simple number so you understand how it's not about giving you the formula, it's about understanding how the formula comes into place. Now the next said you should find the sum of the first 4 terms of this number. That is, you should add all of them together. When you add them up together, it will be 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8. And when you add this up together, it will give you 20. Now imagine they ask us to, let's say this thing is up to like 50 numbers. And that's how you find the sum of the first 50th, some of the first 50 numbers. That would be very tedious for you to solve. So that was what leads to this formula for sum of terms of an AP. The sum of terms of an AP is 2 formulas. You can use any of them. So the formula is Sn equals to n over 2, open a bracket, 2a plus n minus 1, close bracket, d, then close the bracket. You must cram or you must know this formula. And the other one, if you are not given the common difference, you can also say that sum of term equals to first term plus the last term, n, so you have n, first term plus the last term, close, open a bracket like this is n here, number of term all over 2. So any of them you want to use, depending on what you are given, to know which of them you are to use. Now let's now use this formula to calculate this particular value instead of using this long method. Now my n is the number of terms I'm asked to calculate. Now I said you should calculate the first 4 terms. First 4 terms. That is first one, second one, third one, fourth. You should add them all together. Sum of first 4 terms. The sum. So for this now, my n is now what is 4 because it's 4 terms you are looking for. So x4, that's what you write here, equals to 4 over 2. You open a bracket. 2a, the first time is what is 2. That is 2 times 2 plus, you know my n is what is 4. That is 4 minus 1. And my common difference, when you check, 4 minus 2 is what is 2. So common difference is 2. You may be thinking that this particular formula is long, but believe me, by the time you start solving complex number or long number, you find that it's very easy to use. So it means my first 4 terms will be 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now 2 times 2 is what is 4. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 4 minus 1 is what is 3, right? This is 3 times what? Times 2. So we have 2, then 4 plus 3 times 2 is what is 6, right? So 2, 4 plus 6 is what is 10, and 2 times 10 will give me what? Will give me 20, which is the same thing as what is at this top here. So that was what leads to that formula. So let's do the second one. Let's see if you will give us the same answer. The second one, if you are given only the first term and the last term, in some cases they always give you first term and last term. Looking for the first 4 terms, it means my n is 4. So here I will put 4 here. My first term is this number, first number, that is 2, plus last term is what? Is 8. This is last number, 8 all over what? All over 2. Now this will now give me 4. 2 plus 4 is what? Is what? 2 plus 8, sorry, is what? Is 10. Divided by what? Divided by 2. 2 here, 1. 2 here is what? 2. 2 times 10 will give me what? Will give me 20. So that is what? How what? To the formula to calculate the what? Sum of what? Of terms in an arithmetic progression. So let's now look at some questions there. So we'll solve this question so that you now have a deep understanding of how the question will look like. Let me screenshot this question and paste it on the board so that we can see it together. Now we have here, let me clear this off. Sorry for the delay. So let me paste it on this board. Let me get up. Sorry to show. Now this is the question here. They said the first one said find the sum of the first 12 terms of this sequence. That is the first 12 term. You know, here you have 2, 5, 8, and 11. This is the number you are given. 2, 5, 8, 11. So it's 34. Sum of what? Sum of first 12 terms. 12 terms. You can see what I'm saying now. So I'm going to use, here you cannot use the, because this one is not the last number, because it's still up to 12, but you don't know the other number that make it up to 12 numbers. So you can't use a plus l, you have to use the normal one. So it will be x 12 according to our formula equals to n over 2, that is what, 12 over 2. Or you can look at the formula to be able to get it. 2a means 2 times what? My a is first time is what? Is 2, plus n is what? My n is still what? Is 12, because sum of the first 12 times minus 1. Then my common difference, when you check this, 5 minus 2 is 3, 8 minus 5 is 3, 11 minus 3 is 3. So my common difference here is what? Is 3. So you close the bracket. So here you have x12 equals to 12 divided by 2 is what? Is 6. 2 times 2 you have what? Is 4, plus 12 minus 1 is what? That is 11 times what? Times 3. So here we have 6, then what we have is 4 plus what? 11 times 3 is what? Is 33. And when you look at this, this will be 6. 4 plus 3 is what? That is 37, right? So 4 plus 3, that is 37 here. We have 37 here. So when you multiply this, 6 times 37, 6 times 37, that should give us 222. So your answer here is what? 222. That is the sum of the first 12 terms. Now let's look at the second one. The second one said, find the sum of the 8th time of a linear sequence whose first time is 6 and the last time is 46. This is like the other one. So they asked us to find the 8th term. S8. Now we are giving the first time and the last time. So you are going to use that formula, which is n, open a bracket, a plus l divided by 2. So here, my number of terms here, you are looking for the 8th term, that will be 8. Open a bracket. My first term here is what? Is 6. This is the first term, 6. That is 6 plus the last term is what? Is 46. Then you divide everything by what? By 2. You can move forward. 2 here is 1. 2 goes in 8 is what? Is 4. So 6 plus 46 times 4. So when you do this, 6 plus 46, that will give me 52. So you have 4, open a bracket, 52. So 4 times 52, when you multiply this, 4 times 52, you have 208. So this is your answer for this one. So now let's now move to the last one. The last one is a little bit complex, but I'm going to make sure that you understand it, because these are the kind of questions you will see in your WAEC. So now I want you to master this particular question, so that when you see something like this in WAEC, you'll be able to you'll be able to deal with it, or you'll be able to finish it off, or hit the pins. You tell my students. Now in this particular question, after this particular work, now we're going to look at some WAEC questions, then we'll solve it together, so you now understand the deep understanding of this particular topic, arithmetic progression. Now look at this formula. They said the sum of the first 10 times of a linear sequence is minus 60. It means, let's now write the equation just like we did for the first one. First 10 terms. You know, this one is now sum, is not sum. Is equals to what? Minus 60. Then I said, and the sum of the first 15 terms, another one, sum of 15. Sum of 15 terms. 15 equals to what? They said is what? Minus 165. Now said, find the what? The 18th time of the sequence. That is 18th time. That is just number of 10. Now if I were you, I would write this thing in an equation. Now you know that my sum of, if I want to write sum of 10 terms now, it should be 10 over 2, right? That would be 2a. I don't have a now. Plus n, my n is now 10, right? That would be 10 minus 1. Then I don't have common difference d. That is the formula to get for this. So 2 here is 1, 2 here is what? Is 5. So it means for this 10 term, the formula is 5, that would be 5, 2a plus 10 minus 1 is what? Is 9, right? 9 times d is 9d. So I can multiply what is here. 5 times 2 is what? 10a plus 5 times 9 is what? That is 45 D, right? Which is equals to what? You know, everything is equals to what? Minus 60. The 10 time. I just use this particular 10 time to get the formula for this particular term. You know, if it's nth time, it just be a plus 9d, but this one is sum of 10. So this sum of 10, this is what I got. So I'm going to, everything is equal to minus what? Minus 60. This is equation 1. If you're in ss2, I expect you should know simultaneous equation. The same thing I'm going to do for this one at the bottom. Now for s15, sum of 15 term, that will be 15 over 2. You open a bracket, 2a plus, now my n is what? 15 minus 1, close bracket d, is equal to minus what? Minus 165. Now let me show you something here. Now if I want to do this thing now, so I will have 15 over 2, open the bracket, 2a plus 15 minus 1 is 14. 14 times this is 14 what? 14d equals to what? Minus 165. Now because of these two, I don't want to make this thing in decimal points, or you can make it in decimal points anyhow you want it, but I don't like students making this thing decimal points. But if you want to make decimal point, no problem. I can say 2 here is 1, 2 here is 7.5, but I don't advise you to do this. I don't advise you to do this because sometimes it may be critical doing it, but if you want to do it like this, no problem, but I will not advise you to do this. I will not advise you to do this. So the best way I do tell my students to do it is that you multiply both sides by 2 to clear the fraction. So this is, sorry for this, this is 2 here, so I'm going to multiply this side by 2 to clear this fraction, this also by 2, the both sides. So this 2 can cancel this 2. So I'm left with 15. No, I'm not cancelling this 15 again because I've rewrite it. That's 15 times 2a is 30a plus 15 times 14. 15 times 14, that will give us what? 15 times 14, that will give us 210d. 210d equals to minus 165. 165 times 2 times 2, that will give us 330. This is minus, sorry, let me clean this. Sorry for this, please. So just let me just clean this off. Now here we got minus 330. That is minus 330. This equation 2. This has become simultaneous equation. You can recall equation 1. So I'm going to write it here so that you can see it together. Equation 1 is, pardon me for this, we have equation 1, we have 10a plus 45d is equals to minus 60. That is 10a plus 45d equals to minus 60. Then equation 2, we have 30a plus 210d equals to minus 230a plus 210d equals to minus 330, if I'm right. Let's check together so that we won't make mistake. Now we are right here. So let me zoom this thing so that you can see it clearly, so it won't be okay. Now this is clear. Oh, this is too big. No problem. So in our equation now, what I'm going to do is that I want to eliminate this a. I want to make them to have the same number. So I'm going to multiply this one by 3. I'll multiply this by 3 so that 3 times 10 will give me 30. So both of them can have the same 30. Then this by 1. I shouldn't be doing this, but let me just do it for you. So this will be 3 times 10. You use this 3 to multiply each of them. That will be 3 times, sorry. So 3 times 10a is 30a. This 30a plus 3 times 45. 45 times 3, that will give me 135. 135d equals to 3 times minus 60 is what? Minus 180. Now the same thing at the bottom. When you see times 1, I will still give you the same thing. This is going to be 30a plus 210d equals to minus 330. Now since both of them have 30 now, I'm going to put minus, minus, minus. So I'm going to have 135d minus 210d equals to minus 180 minus 330. Don't make the mistake. There's a minus there, there's also a minus there. So 135D minus 210 that will give me minus 75D. This is minus 75D equals to minus times minus is plus. This will be minus 180 plus 330. And when you minus this, let me write this here. So minus 75D equals to, so that will be 330 minus 180 minus 180, that is 150. That is 150. So I will divide both sides by what? By 75. By minus 75, the minus will now go up, minus 75. So this will cancel what? This, I mean. So 150 divided by 75, then that should give us 2. So it means my D equals to minus 2. Is this clear? I'm very sure it is what? It is clear. Now I'm going to substitute this minus 2 for D in equation 1. So anywhere I see D, I'm going to insert minus 2 in this first equation. So and our equation 1 is very big. So I'm going to write the equation 1 is 10A plus 5D equals to minus 60. Let me check so that we won't make the mistake. 10A is 10A plus 45D minus 60. So it's 45D, it's 45 here, is equals to minus 60. So where my D now is what? Is minus 2. So I'm going to replace D to be minus 2 here. So it will be 10A plus 45, then I have minus 2 here, which is my D. My D is now minus 2, not D again, equals to minus 60. So that will be 10A plus times minus is what? Plus times minus is minus. 45 times 2 is what? Is 90, equals to minus 60. I'll transfer this to the other side. So 10A equals to minus 60 plus 90. So when I write this now, we have 10A equals to minus 60 plus 90 will give me 30. You are owing somebody 60 naira, you are having 90 naira. If you pay, you will have 30 naira remaining. So you divide both sides by what? By 10. By what? By 10. 10 cancel 10. 10 here 1, 10 here 3. So it means my first term equals to what? Equals to 3. Now, you can recall from the question. Let's go to the question. They asked us to find the, let me open this for you. They asked us to find the what? The 18th term. That is 18th what? 18th term. So since we have gotten our A and D, then to get the 18th term will be very, very easy. So you can recall that from our previous class, to get 18th term will be 18th term T18 will be A plus 17D, if you can recall. So what is my A? My A is 3, so that will be T18, that is my 18th term, will be 3 plus 17. My D is what? My D is minus 2. If I'm right, my D is what? Minus 2. So this will now be what? C18 equals to 3 plus, sorry, the 3 plus 17 times 2, that is minus 34. Plus times minus is minus, sorry for this, plus 3, plus times minus is minus, 7 times 2 is what? This is what? 34. 3 minus 34, so my T18 equals to what? Minus 31. I know this looks like a bit of long something, but if you understand simultaneous equation, believe me, this thing will be very easy for you. Just interpret the question in arithmetic progression or sum of term, then you're done. So our next one will be some questions on WAEC and JAM and NECO. We'll look at it together, then we'll finalize this particular lesson. Let's move on.